guys, Angie from My Crazy Frugal Life, and it's dinner time. It's Friday, so it's pizza night. I will leave the link to this recipe in the description. So it calls, because I'm doubled for 2 pizzas, it calls for 1 1/3 cup of water. That's 105 to 110 degrees. 2 teaspoons of salt? Yep. 4 cups of flour. It doesn't say what kind, but I always use bread flour. Now it doesn't call for this, but I always put it in. I put like 1.5 teaspoons of onion powder and about 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. We need 2 teaspoons of yeast, 2 tablespoons of butter softened, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and if you want you can add like Italian seasoning and different things like that in here. And then we're just gonna hit the bread select till it goes to dough and then start. And that's it. The dough is done. This equals 2 pizzas. So we're gonna cut it in half. Put that one over here. And there is flour on the counter. And then we're just gonna roll it out. Both of them are rolled out. This one's gonna be mine and Jim's, and that one's gonna be Shane's. Nacho cheese. Mozzarella cheese is already on here. I forgot to hit record. Now we're doing pepperoni. Some yellow peppers that I had in the freezer. Some onion that I had in the freezer. And some giant mushrooms that I had in the freezer. And olives. And then the trick is to take some of your shredded cheese and put on top, because it makes all the toppings actually stick on there. I couldn't say stick. So there is that one. It's not pretty, but it's rolled out. You can eat it and it will taste good. That's what matters. So pizza sauce. And then what's left of the pizza sauce, I will leave in the jar and put the lid on it, and then I'll put it in the freezer and take it out Friday morning, and then that way I can use the other half on pizza next week. Cheese. Pepperoni. Shane's has everything ours has, except for he has a pizza sauce instead. Yellow peppers. That's a bag out of the freezer. There's an onion bag out of the freezer. And there's a mushroom bag out of the freezer. And that's it. I will bring you guys back whenever I take this out of the oven and cut it. There's dinner. This is mine and Jim's with the cheese sauce. And then this is Shane's. Once I put it in and I started cleaning up, I realized that I forgot to put the olives on his. So, but that one's Shane's. That one has regular pizza sauce. And we're going to have salad with it too. So that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, it is Saturday, and it's what's for dinner. There are 3 chicken quarters in here. Yes, they're still frozen. They're going in the crock pot. And I am putting some of this ginger sesame marinade. It smells really, really good. Hopefully it tastes as good as it smells. I'm just going to pour this over. I'm going to leave about that much in there. That way if you want to use it for dip, we can. And we'll give it a little bit to let it cook, and once it thaws out enough, then I'll come in and separate it and swish it around in the marinade. That's it for right now. I will be back with the rest. Finished product. That's the chicken that cooked in the slow cooker. rice with a little bit of this marinade on it, and butter and broccoli. That's what's for dinner. See y'all tomorrow. Hey guys, it is Sunday night. It's supposed to be pork fried rice, but I switched it around. So we're having Bisquick chicken casserole, and I am doubling it. It calls for 1 cup of Bisquick, 1/4 cup of cold water, which is half, and there's 2 cups of Bisquick. And then you stir it around to make a soft dough. Now with your dough, I've already sprayed Pam into my pan. Put it in there. Get everything out of the bowl. And it calls for a 8x8. Now it calls for 1.5 cups cooked chicken, which I'm doubling, so I'm going to do 3. 2 cans of drained tomatoes. If you're not doubling it, then it's just 1. 1 1/4 cup of alfredo sauce. And spinach. I was supposed to put the alfredo on top of the spinach, but it will be okay. And it called for 1/2 cup of chopped spinach. So I did 1 cup, and that just didn't look like enough. So I just probably chopped another 1/2 cup. Bake at 375 for 25 to 30 minutes. To go with the Bisquick chicken casserole, you have your choice of salad dressings, cheese. We have that. We have those croutons, snow peas, tomato, lettuce, and cucumber, baked beans, and then here's the casserole. It will probably be prettier if I would have done it correctly. That looks really good. Alright, that is it for dinner. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, another night of what's for dinner. It's supposed to be chicken fried rice, but I'm doing pork because I had leftover pork from Thanksgiving in the freezer. So we're gonna start out with it like on the sear, and then 1 teaspoon of oil, and then it does call for 2 eggs. Since we really like eggs, we're gonna do 4. And it did say that you were supposed to whisk them. I didn't. I just broke them in. And I'm gonna do this because you want to scramble them. And these are done. I'm gonna take them out and put them onto another plate. Now, put in another teaspoon of oil. And then you want 3 cloves of garlic. And you want to stir this around and cook it for a minute. You want to add 1 1/4 cup of chicken broth. You want to add your chicken, but I have pork. It says 1 pound. So we're just going to call that enough. And carrots is still kind of frozen. And they're not, I mean, they're chopped pretty large, but I want to really get them out of my freezer. And then 1.5 cups of rice that is rinsed. I don't rinse mine. Do not stir. And push down into the liquid. That does not look like enough. Did I read the recipe wrong? Let me go check. Alright, that is correct. So you want to cut this off. Make sure your rice is in the broth. You want to put your lid on. I'm standing at a weird angle. Make sure that it's sealed. I'm going to do my number 6, which is chicken. And then you only want to cook it for 3 minutes. Once it beeps, which means it's done, you want to let it sit there and naturally release for 10 minutes, and then you want to release it. Once I release it, then I will come back to you guys. So that is done, and it calls for 3 to 4 tablespoons of soy sauce and 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, a little dash extra. My rice did not cook. What I'm gonna do, I will add some more broth. I don't know how much I added. So we're gonna cook this for a little while longer. So I had to put all that water in there and then I let it cook for 10 minutes. And it is done. Don't know what went wrong. You want to put your eggs in, since we already did the soy sauce. And then I have some deluxe stir fry. And then stir everything around. And then we're just going to cover it and let it sit there for a little bit so the veggies warm through. And there's dinner. It tastes amazing. It's just that I had to cook it longer than the recipe called for. So I will probably still use this recipe, but change the liquid amount in it. That way my rice cooks. That is it for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy Tuesday. It is leftover night for dinner. So we have sugar snap peas, cucumbers, cut tomatoes, whole tomatoes, and if we don't have enough cucumber, I still have that. Shane is playing his game, so if you hear him, sorry. Parmesan cheese, and these are more sugar snap peas. Sharp cheddar, garlic seasoned and butter flavored croutons. Cheese and garlic seasoned croutons. This one is creamy Caesar, ranch, or blue cheese. I also have some fresh spinach. We have some strawberry, cranberry, honey nut, and then lettuce if they want lettuce. And this was left over from last night. That's that stir fry that I did. It turned out really good. And then this is the Bisquick chicken casserole, and it turned out okay. I think that if I make it again, I would saute up some onion, take out one of the cans of tomatoes, and put a can of rotel, and maybe some mushrooms in that. So that is dinner for tonight. So hopefully we get through this and this. If not, I'll have whatever's left for lunch tomorrow. That is all for tonight. I will see y'all guys tomorrow. It is Wednesday. Tonight is a giant pot of taco soup. This will be for tomorrow too. And if there's any left, I'll freeze it. We're supposed to be getting a winter storm Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday. So if the power goes out, I could just take it out of the freezer and heat it up on the fire. Our taco soup. Put it in the bowl. See if I can do this one-handed. Sour cream and cheese. Everybody else has to have tortilla chips. And sorry, I haven't put the groceries up from the grocery haul today. I did put the refrigerator stuff up, but that was it. And this came in from Sam's. Ginormous. That is it for this evening. Thursday night, leftovers. It's the end of our week for menu plan anyways. Taco soup. And that's what's left. Jim and Shane have not ate yet. So. But that's what's for dinner. And I will see y'all soon. God bless.